Okay.
We have a booklet for English. What we do with
Yes.
it?
You're supposed to pick it up from school.
I get it.
Okay?
Yeah, me too.
Okay, good. Okay, let's get started. We're going to continue with writing today. And there we go. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay. So let me just go back a little bit. Last time we started talking about letter of complaints. We recognized what they are and how they're different from other kinds of letter. You're not inviting someone to a birthday party. You're not writing a letter to your aunt to tell her about your weekend. You are writing a letter to a person. So you can complain in a strong or a mild tone and to express why you're upset about a certain service or product. And at the end, you would also provide a solution. We said that how it would have a beginning, a body, and an ending. And first we went to the video, I remember. Yeah. Did we continue? Did we finish watching the video? I remember that we didn't, right? We're supposed to finish watching the video so I can continue the sample that we have. Okay. So we said that the sample that we have dear sir or dear a person's name if we know them. And then we start with the introduction part, which says, I am writing to inform you of my something, something, something. So this is an obligatory part that your letter must have. So dear is a greeting that is important. I am writing to inform you of, it is also obligatory. And then you start with the body, and depending on your problem, you write your body. We said that on August 10th, I went to Kinsey Bookshop, and I also provided the location of the place if there is more than one branch. And we started saying first, second, and so on. Notice, these are things that could help me, let's say, write, or it could help me, let's say, get started. It can help me like organize my thoughts. Okay, so if I don't know where to start or how to start, I can go ahead and start with first and second and so on. Okay, let me just make it bigger. Now we're going to continue with the video, and then we're going to finish this letter, this sample. Do you have any questions before I go on? If you do, please ask. I see no hands. Okay, so I'm gonna assume that we're good. Let's get started. I'm gonna now show you the video. Can you see the screen? There's the YouTube screen.
No.
No.
We can just see the links.
Share the YouTube. Okay, and I want you to confirm if you can hear the audio.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, we can.
A complaint letter.
Okay.
Do you know how to write
So I'm gonna start it from the beginning, just as the revision, and then we're
a
gonna.
complaint letter? Remember, you need a greeting, a body paragraph, and a closing. Here are some examples. Greeting. Dear Sir, Dear Madam, company name. Closing. If you know the person's name. Yours sincerely. If you don't know the person's name. Yours faithfully. Phrases you can use to describe a situation. I am writing to inform you of my dissatisfaction with. I am writing to inquire about.
We took all of this.
Phrases you can use to describe a problem. I had difficulty in. On March 1st, I. Phrases you can use to describe a solution. Please find attached a copy of the invoice. Could I please ask you to?
So notice, after I told them of my problem, let me just go ahead and show you the letter. Can you see the sample of the letter?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So now I'm going to write the ending of my paragraph. Notice this is my introduction. I'm writing to inform you of blah, blah, blah. This is my body on blah, blah, blah first and then. And now in the ending, I go ahead and I write the solution. So what would make me happy? I can go ahead and say, let's say, for example, I would like your bookshop to refund my money, for example, my money, or replace the calculator with the model I said in the first place. Okay? Now, before I end my letter, I tell them, or please note that I will be writing a negative review on your page. Now, for example, if, let's make this capital, if you do not solve this problem, or for example, solve, or if you do not help me with a solution. Yours faithfully, you write your name, okay? So again, notice, I gave them a solution. I told them my problem and I gave them a solution. Now the solution, you could also ask for an apology, but again, I don't want to do that. Do you have any questions? Okay, so yours faithfully is also an important part of your letter, or yours sincerely, if you know the person. And then you write your name. So again, introduction, body, ending, okay? Now, before I move on to the second part of my video, I want to see my checklist. Bring to front, okay? I did not get the right model. I said that one. The shop assistant was rude. I said that one. I put the greeting and the introduction. I said that one. I put the body, the date, everything, the problem. I did that. I did the closing and I did. So closing is about a paragraph and closing, for example, and a signature. And by signature here, I don't mean that you have to sign it. I mean that you have to write your name. And did I remember the indentation for everything? I indented my first paragraph. I indented my body. Notice my body here was 2 paragraphs. It's fine. I indented my ending, and yours faithfully should be indented, or it can be towards the middle or something. Let's just indent it like this. Okay? Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, raise your hand if you do. Let's finish the video and then we're going to watch the second video, okay?
Phrases to use to finish your letter of complaint. I look forward to receiving your response. Please do not hesitate to contact me.
You can't see the video?
No.
No, we just can hear it. No.
No, we can.
Could I please ask you to Phrases to use to finish your letter of complaint.
Yes.
I look forward to receiving your response. Please do not hesitate to contact me if you have any more questions.
Yes. So notice, I look forward to receiving your response is something I can also add. Let me go back to my PowerPoint. I can also add this sentence. After I'm done with everything, I look forward to hearing from you, or to hearing your response. Okay, back to the video.
Now you are ready to write a letter of complaint.
Okay, so let's see the other video that I have for you. Can you see the new video?
No.
Now?
No.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Today, we are going to look at how to write a letter of complaint. A letter of complaint has 3 clear parts.
Okay, before I continue, can you see where my mouse is at? It's showing this tiny square at the top right.
Yes.
Now this square is usually about the address, the date, and everything. You have to know something, because nowadays actual hard copy letters are not very common, so we don't really use this anymore. We just send it by email. So this is not obligatory for now, because we're not going to give it as a hard copy, okay? This is the address, the name of the city, the name of the street, the name of the building, and so on. So let's continue. He's saying that we have some main parts to discuss.
It starts with an introduction that clearly says why you are writing.
Okay, so what is the first part? This is more of a revision of what we just talked about. Rania, what is the first part?
It's the introduction
That talks about?
that talks about like the where when it's happened and where and what's the problem.
Okay, but what is it about? Like, why did you write the introduction? What's the point of the introduction?
The point of the introduction, just I don't know.
Okay, it is there to tell me the purpose of this letter. Why did you write this letter in the first place? So you can complain. Okay, let's continue.
Then a main body that provides the reader with information so they can respond to the complaint.
Okay, so again, now we have the body part. Notice that the body takes up most of your letter. It's the bulk of your letter. It has more lines, and it gives me information, like what happened, why are you complaining, what are you complaining about. You put details in here, you put names of people and the place and the things and the situation that happened, okay? Now, I want you to notice that in this letter, they forgot the indentation. You're not supposed to forget that, okay?
And then finally, in the conclusion, you say what action you want the reader to take.
Okay, so I've written the letter of complaint because I want to complain. But I'm not complaining because I want to be whiny and I want to be annoying. No, because I want a solution. I want you to replace my calculator. I want you to give me the food I ordered. I want you to give me better service. So in the conclusion, I would write that. I would like the person who has received this letter to do this and this and this. So this is my conclusion. Again, introduction, body, and then conclusion, okay?
It's important to keep calm and keep your emotions under control.
Yeah.
You may be very disappointed with something, but remember to be respectful and polite.
Okay, I'm going to give you an example of this. If you write something with all capital letters, like the caps lock is on, and you write letters, I'm going to show you an example, okay? Can you see the PowerPoint screen? I would like a new, or like I would like my money back. Okay? I would like my money back. Can you tell me what the difference is between these two sentences? This is the power of the caps lock. Yes, Ibrahim?
The first one is in an urgent and angry way, but the second one is in a calm way.
Excellent, and that's my point. I could say, I would like my money back. And I could say, I would like my money back. So notice, in both sentences, I said the same thing, but my tone through writing capital letters shows that I'm angry. When I write it properly with a full stop at the end, not an exclamation mark that shows that I have emotion, it's not polite, okay? So I would like you to know that this is not prepared, so I would put a big X next to it, and this is prepared, so I'm gonna draw a heart next to it. Cool? Let's continue the video. And there we go. You can see the video?
Okay, let's look at this letter. In the opening paragraph, he states why he's complaining. It's about the broken pavements and the potholes in his neighborhood. Then, in paragraph 2, he gives details about the broken pavements and says they are a danger to the public and that he's worried about children and the elderly. He says that a child or an elderly person might trip, fall over, and get hurt. In paragraph 3, the focus is on the potholes, and he makes it clear that if a bike hits a pothole, the cyclist could fall off or swerve into oncoming traffic. He's clearly concerned. Then, in the final paragraph, he asks the council to take action and firstly come and have a look at the problem and then repair both the pavements and the roads as soon as possible. He's very helpful, and he even gives the council his telephone number if they need more details. The council would find it difficult to ignore his request.
Okay, before I continue, I want you to notice how he wrote yours sincerely in here. And he used yours sincerely because he knows the name of the person he's sending. So Joe is a person who lives in this neighborhood, and his neighborhood is filled with roads that have lots of potholes and lots of broken pavements. So do you know what's the meaning of potholes and broken pavements? Okay, so basically it means that you have like, there's this tree and there are like lots of holes in it because of rain and because it was cemented in an incorrect way. And then you have the broken pavement. So even the sidewalk is not properly done, nor the pavement, the street itself is done properly. So you would see old people falling, you would see bicycles falling. So this person, Joe Root, is writing a letter to a council. So let's say it's the same concept as in we have members of Majlis al-Nawab, and the Naib, the person we elected, he's supposed to help us, right? Because he's responsible of a certain area. So after we elect him and he wins, now he has to help us fix the place and everything in it. So we would write a letter to him. This is the same concept. Joe is writing a letter to the council, Miss Green, and Miss Green is going to have the power, let's say, to order someone to fix those roads. Okay, so do you understand what the point is now? So he's electing a council, he is writing to a council. He started in his introduction telling her that I'm writing to tell you about this and this and this, and I am writing to you on behalf of everyone who lives in this neighborhood. So everyone who lives in this neighborhood talked to Mr. Joe and they told him, please write a letter so we can fix this problem. Now, notice that his tone is very respectful. He's very nice. He even puts his number. He's saying, please fix it as soon as possible before a serious accident could happen. And he's saying, I look forward to hear from you, yours sincerely, and he signs it and he writes his name. Is everything clear in this letter of complaint? If you have any questions, please ask now. Okay.
As there is no emotion in the letter, it provides the necessary information and it closes with the action he wants taken.
Clear? So, no emotion. He did not say, my son fell and he hurt his knee and I want to sue the people who are responsible for this. No. He did not put his emotions in this letter. He's doing this for the public good. He wants to help the entire neighborhood, and because it is something that his neighborhood deserves. He's saying what action he wants. He's not complaining so he can say you're a bad counsel. He is writing this letter to say, dear Miss Green, I know you're the one who could help me solve this problem, so please do 1, 2, 3.
I hope this helps.
Any questions? Okay, now we're going to go back to our PowerPoint. So we've done this example, the calculator one, we've seen the one about the neighborhood. Now, these are just examples of exercises from your book. I'm going to skip them. They show you which one is the introduction, which one's the ending, which one has a mild tone or a strong tone. To be honest with you, it does not matter, as long as you're respectful. I don't care if you're saying this with a strong tone or not. I care that you're being respectful. You should not be swearing names at them. You should not be rude and using capital letters. You should be respectful. This is another example of the letter about calculator as well. This is an exercise that shows us that what is the reason for writing? Do you know the person? Would you use a mild or strong tone, and why, and so on. This is how it should look like. Notice the indentation. The main body, it could be divided into like 3 paragraphs, sometimes less, sometimes more. It depends on our topic. And this is an exercise you can try and do. Most of you did this. Okay, these are some online quizzes. I think you have them back, and I think most of you did them. Now, before I close this, do you have any questions? Because next time we're going to do grammar, inshallah. Hands.